Okay, scholars. So on the screen, you can see that I have some basketballs. I want to figure out how many basketballs I have. So I am going to count them to figure out how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I have 4 basketballs. Is there maybe an easier way to count these? Let's see. What if I put the basketballs in a line? Okay, now I have all of my basketballs in a line. When I count this time, I'm going to start with this basketball because I know that we count from left to right. We count from left to right. We count from, yes, left to right. So we're starting with this basketball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that's another way to count how many basketballs I had. I'm going to think of one more way to count. What if I put the basketballs like this? Okay, so this time, just like we did when the basketballs were in a line, we're going to start at the left. So I'm going to count from left to right. So I'm going to start with this basketball. 1, 2. Then, just like we do in reading, we're going to go down because we count from left to right and top to bottom. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I counted 4 basketballs. All right, scholars, now I want you to take out 5 pom-poms. So you're taking out 5 pom-poms. Scholars, when we use our manipulatives, when we use our pom-poms, we are not throwing them around. We're not playing with them. We're putting them wherever we are working, and you're using just the amount that Miss Weed says. So right now you're taking out 5 pom-poms. And we are going to count our pom-poms just like Miss Weed counted the basketballs. So first, I want you to put your 5 pom-poms in a line, just like Miss Weed did. All right, I'm waiting for scholars to put their 5 pom-poms in a line. Let's see who can be the speediest scholar. Ooh, you were so quick. All right. Now, I want you to count out just 4 pom-poms. So now I want you to only have 4 pom-poms. So that means you're putting the one that you're not using somewhere else where you aren't going to lose it or play with it. Okay. So I now have 4 pom-poms. Now, I want you to put the pom-poms just like Miss Weed had put the basketballs in that square shape. So you're going to put 2 pom-poms on the top and 2 on the bottom. So just like Miss Weed did in this picture. Scholars, This is called an array. When we use columns, so right here, this is a column. And when we use rows, so just these two, that is a row, that makes an array. So when we use columns and rows, we make an array. When we use columns and rows, we make an array. When we use columns and rows, we make an array. Woo. Miss Weed got a little tongue-tied. Okay. So now I want you to take out 3 pom-poms. So now you're putting another pom-pom to the side where you're not playing with it. So you now have 3 pom-poms. I want you to put those 3 pom-poms wherever they are in your workspace. So you're going to put your 3 pom-poms wherever they are, wherever you want to in your workspace. Okay. So scholars, a scatter looks like this. So that means that there's no what? There's no organization. You can put them wherever. That is called a scatter. So we learned 3 ways to count today. We counted in a line, we counted in an array, and we counted in a scatter. So I have 2 questions. When we count in a line, where do we start? We move from what? Yes, we move from left to right. Then my next question is when we count in an array, how do we count? Yes, we count from left to right and top to bottom. So you go left to right and top to bottom. All right, scholars, great job in math today.